Hello, everyone. This is Melanie from Lightbeam's Treasures and Curiosities, bringing you another video of what has sold on eBay. Oh my God. I'm hearing mixed reviews. Some people are saying that sales are way up, and others are saying sales are way down. For me, they're consistent. I am happy. In fact, this is one of the best months. January and February is turning out to be the best months I've ever had. So I'm keeping up with the momentum, getting very happy. But I wanted to bring another video to tell you what has sold, and also BOLO, be on the lookout for, because that's what you want to look for when you're thrifting, when you're doing some retail arbitrage, when you're going through different garage sales. This is the stuff to look for. So, before we get into that, you know what to do. There is a like button on the bottom. Give me some thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. Hit the notification buttons. If you like what you hear, you want to continue seeing more and more videos, if you just want to grow with me and grow our own business, that's what you need to do. Please hit the subscribe. It'll be a good thing. So now, the first thing, I'm going to go over a list of rules that have been helping me. If you can stick with these guidelines and incorporate it into your business, I guarantee you'll start seeing some sales grow. Now, the first thing is utilize what your area has in abundance. And what I mean by that is certain demographics, certain areas will have some things that they'll always find at thrift stores. They'll always find people tossing out, that they'll always find in abundance. Learn what your particular demographic is in your area and utilize it. So in this case, I live in a college town, and between the college, the libraries, the education thing, there is an overabundance of books. So I am just surrounded by books. Aside from that, people just don't read books anymore. I mean, that's not true because they're buying them, but in this area, they dump them out by the cases. I mean, on the side of the road, there will be boxes and boxes and boxes of books. That's what people do. There's always postings up, I'm getting rid of books, who wants them? Utilize what your area does, because what I do is I scoop up the books, go through them, sort them, see what can be used, what can't be used, donate the ones that that I really can't use, bundle them up for this and that, and of course, sell the books. So that is rule number one, is utilize what your area. In my case, it's books. So I wanted to explain a little bit and show you what actually sold. Now, the first one I sold, I must have made a mistake, but you know something, it's my mistake. I don't care. I recently lowered a lot of my old books that have been up for longer than 6 months to a year. I lowered the price down. I originally had everything at $9.99 or above. The ones that just haven't been selling, I moved down to $5. But for some reason, this one, and I'll show you what this is, it's called The Devil's Home on Leave by Derek Raymond. Hard as a stale biscuit, the nameless detective cozies up to a criminal element for a look inside the cauldron of evil. I don't know what happened. This book sold for $4, but you know something? It sold for $4. It is going to cost me $2.75 to ship, so I really didn't make much on this. But you know something? It's going to Happy Home, so good luck to the person who got that book. And of course, I'll say this: all my books are absolutely freebie books to begin with, so the fact that I sold it, I'm happy. The next one I sold, this was part of that collection that I was telling you about, which was all types of real estate, build your own, do it yourself type books. I've been really happy, really successful one. This one is called Land Development. It's the 10th edition. Daisy Lynn Cohn. I have a feeling that this is probably a college level book, that they dumped it out at the college for whatever reason in one of the courses. So for me, freebie book, it's in excellent condition, brand new. Sold this baby for $10. My favorite number, $9.99. I just rounded up to $10. That one, it's a little bit bigger. This will probably cost $3.25 to ship, but still, that's a nice little profit. I have to say, I think I made my quickest sale on eBay. I put this up this morning, and within, boing, 2 hours, I sold it, which makes me believe I went too low on the price. I did a comparison. Other people are selling this. So what I generally do, and this is a little tip, is I do check what other people are selling it for. I check the sale comps, and I'll admit I always go just a tad bit lower. I try to be the lowest one possible. That's just the way I do it. Some people agree with that, some people don't, but I want it out of my house. I don't want to hold on to this. And I have to say, congratulations to me. This was the quickest sale I ever had. 2 hours. It is, and I'm going to show you because I already bundled it up, and I told you I bundle up books immediately when I put them on. It is part of the Blue Bloods Vampire series by Melissa de la Cruz, and it's all hardcover Blue Blood vampire novels. It includes Blue Bloods, Revelations, Masquerade, and the Van Allen Legacy. Don't ask me what the book order is, but those are the books. There's 4 of them. The happy owner got this for $20. So this is going media mail as well. It's going to be really cheap to ship. But hey, $20, not bad. And yes, those were freebie books. So I'm happy. And then the next thing is, remember how I said always look out for religious books? Now, I'm really successful with religious books, but at the same time, I also get an overabundance of religious books. I mean, we're talking, sometimes I get them by the hundreds, if not thousands. So I go through a lot of religious books. So one of the techniques that I do, and this may be something you want to do with either books or anything else that you may have, is bundle things up. The things that you know aren't going to sell individually, try see what happens when you bundle it up and make it into a bigger auction. Maybe that might be something. So what I do is I do a special where I pick 10 random books, and the rules are that they may be a mixture between hardcover and softcover. They are in good condition, but of course they may have underlines, they may be past library books, but I do guarantee that they are in good condition. I do put the disclaimer about smoking because some of these books may smell smoke, and I put that disclaimer on everybody. Use your judgment. For me personally, particularly since my house is a house that is exposed to smoke, put a disclaimer on that your products may have a smell of smoke, pets, dust, dirt, perfume, cologne, or allergens. You do that, that will save you on so many issues. In the past, I never did it, but I do it now, and you know something? I don't have any return issues anymore due to the smell of cigarettes because it's right in the auction. I flat out tell you, don't buy it if you're sensitive to cigarette smokes. So in this case, I'm just going to show you because I already bundle up. I told you I bundled things up right away. This way I could just pull it off the shelf and it's all ready to go. But can you see this? This is a pack of 10 books. I do a bundle of 10 religious books, and it's a mixture of books. I do it for $10. And shipping-wise, this is going to cost about $6 shipping. So I am making a $4 profit, give or take, on these religious books. But remember, I'm selling these in large quantities. So the fact that I could reduce some of the space from all these religious books, it's a way that I could get rid of these books and make a little bit of extra money and selling this makes me really happy. So this went to another happy person, $10 for a bundle of 10 Christian books. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to love it because some of those books are really, really good books. And then aside from that speedy sale of the blood novels, the vampire novels, I had a secondary speed. But in this case, instead of taking 2 hours, it took 6 hours. I put this up this morning as well, and boom, sold it right away. I am very happy, and I'll show you what this is. Can you see? Okay, or maybe this side's better. This is the 2019 Topps Baseball Card Archives. So basically what they're taking is they're taking modern day baseball stars and putting them on baseball cards that look like they were from the 80s. So it's like the archive version of this. This particular box is a small box. They have two types. This is the 7-pack box plus the two booster packs. They also have on eBay the 12-pack box. But this particular box, I bought this at my favorite store, dirt cheap. I bought it for $1.20. And guess what? I just sold it for $16. It's small, it's light, made a nice little cute profit. That's going out to a very happy buyer after only 6 hours of being up for sale. So I'm really happy. I wish they had more. So I'm going to suggest that as well. Look for the geeky stuff. You see baseball cards, you see Magic the Gathering cards, you see Force of Will cards, any of the decks of cards, good thing to search for. And finally, I did go to a thrift store, and what they were doing is they were tossing out tins. Why they toss out tins? I guess they feel like nobody's going to buy them or anything like that. So I ended up picking up some of the tins because you know something? People collect them. But me, and I'm going to give you a little secret on this, always look for the English tins. In one of my previous videos, I talked about Daher, or I could be pronouncing it wrong. It was Daher. If you see Daher made in England, grab it. Those are great tins. I've paid as little as $0.25 for the tins, flipped it around, sold them for $20 each. In this case, this is a Scottish one, and I'm going to show you. It even has a castle. I forget which castle. It is the Glamis Castle, a royal residence since 1372. This is a product of Scotland, which is Walker's, established in 1898. It's an empty tin of pure shortbread, and what makes this great is if you look on the back, it'll say limited edition 1994. So the tin is from 1994. It shows and it's a square tin. It's in great condition, nice and clean. I did warn them that there's a slight dent on the cover, but I got this for free, and I just sold it for $14. So I'm very happy with that sale. So what I want to do is I want to recap some of the things that I mentioned. Those were all the items that I sold today alone. So I am very happy with the sales. Excuse me. I've got a piece of hair in my face. So I'm very happy with the sales. But some of the things to look for is, one, I spoke about utilize what your area is known for. Is it known for books? Is it known for kids stuff? Is it known for clothing? Whatever it is that your area has an abundance of, that's what to look for, because just because your area has it in abundance doesn't mean it won't sell in a different area. And that's what eBay is for. It brings you to an open market where people from all over have the potential of buying your item. So that's rule number one. Rule number two, try to bundle your old items together. Take multiple stuff. If you can't sell it and you know you can't sell it on its own, try mixing it up with like items and see if it'll bundle. Even if you have to take a loss on if you were to sell it separately by putting it together. I mean, okay, they're getting an excellent deal. They're getting 10 books for $10, $1 each book. I'm only making $4 because I do give free shipping off the deal. But you know something? That's more than I would have gotten from them just sitting in the closet and not doing anything. Oops, somebody's driving fast. Anyway, the third thing is actively go into your auctions, make some changes. I've noticed that a lot of my items that I had up for a very long time, by me actively making those changes now, I'm starting to see those sales. They're starting to have views. I don't know if it has anything to do with the analytics with how eBay runs their stores, but for me, I'm seeing a huge difference. So what I did was I had a special with a lot of my old books. I marked them down to $5. That's still a small profit for me. I know a lot of people may say it's not worth it. It's worth it for me. But generally speaking, all my books I make $10 off of. So that's just my advice. The next thing is try to mix some auctions with buy it now. I'm sorry, this I sold for $14. This was actually done on an auction. It was only one bidder because what I did was it was $5 with $9 shipping, so that's where the $14. So I made $5 off that because it's going to cost me. It would cost me 8 and change to ship. But because this was, I believe, an auction as opposed to the buy it now, I think it opened up the doors to see what happens. Mix and match your auctions with your buy it nows. And the next thing, the last and final thing, is your geeky items. Baseball cards, Magic the Gathering cards, Force of Will cards, anything geeky. Particularly if it's brand new this year. I mean, last year, 2019. That's a 2019 sealed set. Those things are expensive in the store. And the fact that, like I said, I just sold this for $16, and that's on the lower end of how much it really costs. Grab it. You see it on sale? Grab it. So I hope some of this advice is helpful to your business, because I'm learning as I go along the way. This is still a new venture for me. The YouTube is definitely a new venture for me. And you know something? If I'm learning something new, I want to give that information to you, and hopefully you can use it to build your business as well. So until next time, be sure, like I said, like the button, give me a comment, give me some thumbs up, give me some love. And I hope you have a great day. Enjoy, everyone.